As a cardiologist, the biggest mistake I see in older adults isn't that they push themselves too hard during exercise, it's that they avoid exercising altogether out of fear that any strenuous movement might harm their heart. But today, I want to share an even scarier truth. Inactivity itself is one of the silent causes of a heart attack. The heart is a muscle. Without regular training, it weakens. Your blood vessels, if not encouraged to expand and contract, will stiffen. Blood pressure and heart disease are deeply connected, and a sedentary lifestyle creates the perfect breeding ground for both. A healthy heart thrives on smart movement. This becomes even more crucial when we realize that the signs of a heart attack don't always look like what we see in the movies. It's not always intense chest pain. In fact, heart attack symptoms in women can be very different and often go unnoticed, like unusual fatigue, nausea, or back pain. Preventing a heart attack proactively is so important. In this article, I won't just talk about heart attack symptoms. I'll give you an action plan, 5 safe-at-home healing movements. Each one is a tool to help you build a solid line of defense for your heart. Let's start this journey, because protecting your heart shouldn't come from fear, it should come from empowerment. And the first movement begins with the foundation of your body. Healing. Move number 5. Ankle rotations. Unlocking the gateway to blood circulation. Most people think heart disease starts in the chest, but I often tell my patients sometimes it starts right at your ankles. Think of your ankles as the main gateway for the entire circulatory system in your lower body. When that gateway becomes stiff or jammed from inactivity, blood has a much harder time flowing back to the heart. That extra effort increases the pressure on your entire cardiovascular system. Ankle rotations might seem simple, but they're one of the most important foundational therapies. This isn't a heavy workout, it's about lubricating and waking up your body. You're gently telling your joints, ligaments, and blood vessels in that area, get ready to move smoothly. As you rotate your ankles, your body produces more synovial fluid, making the joints more flexible. More importantly, this motion stimulates the surrounding blood vessels and boosts circulation, helping to prevent swelling and fluid buildup in the feet, a common issue in older adults and a sign of poor circulation. When blood flows freely through the lower limbs, your heart doesn't have to overwork itself, pulling blood back from a stiff, congested area. It's a small move that makes a big difference in protecting your heart. Make this a daily habit. Do it every morning when you wake up or anytime you've been sitting for a long stretch. Sit upright in a chair, lift one foot off the ground, and begin rotating your ankles slowly and widely. 10 circles clockwise, then 10 counterclockwise. Then switch legs. Feel each motion. If your joints crack or pop, that's your body telling you it needs this. Once we've opened the gate for circulation, it's time for a move that boosts blood flow in the upper body, close to the heart, but still completely safe. Healing move number 4. Wall push-ups. A safe upper body pump. I understand why many people shy away from upper body exercises. They're afraid these movements might spike blood pressure or put too much strain on the heart. And that concern is valid if you're doing heavy, improper workouts. But completely neglecting your chest, shoulders, and arms is also a mistake because it reduces circulation around the most important area of all your heart. Wall push-ups are the perfect solution. They mimic the benefits of traditional push-ups while eliminating almost all the risks. There's no pressure on your wrists, no strain on your spine, and most importantly, no sudden force on your chest that could be dangerous for people with heart issues. When you slowly lean toward the wall and push back, you're creating a gentle, controlled pumping rhythm. This movement activates and relaxes the chest, shoulder, and arm muscles, encouraging better blood flow in your upper body. Good circulation in this area ensures that oxygen-rich blood from the lungs reaches your heart smoothly and from there gets pumped efficiently throughout the body. It also helps improve posture, expands the chest, and gives your lungs and heart more room to function, ultimately delivering more oxygen to your blood. To do it, stand about an arm's length away from the wall. Place both hands on the wall at shoulder height and slightly wider than shoulder width apart. Keep your body in a straight line from head to toe. Slowly bend your elbows and lean in until your forehead nearly touches the wall. Pause for a second, then gently push yourself back to the starting position. Start with 10 reps a day. This is how you build strength smartly without having to wrestle with gravity in a risky way. Now let's move on to a truly powerful machine gifted to you by nature, one that can radically transform your circulatory health. Healing move number 3, calf raises. Activating your second heart. Did you know that deep inside your calves lies a powerful blood-pumping mechanism so vital that scientists often call it the body's second heart? Most people have let this heart weaken and go dormant, and that's one of the silent causes of poor circulation that often goes unnoticed. Calf raises are the switch that turns this second heart back on. Every time you lift your heels off the ground, the calf muscles, especially the gastrocnemius and soleus, contract and press firmly against the deep veins in your legs. This action pushes blood upward, working against gravity to send it back to your chest. It's an incredibly important support system that helps take a huge load off your actual heart. When this second heart weakens, blood tends to pool in the lower legs, leading to swelling, heaviness, and worse, an increased risk of blood clots. Clots can travel to vital organs and are a leading cause of heart attacks and strokes. Here's how to do it. Stand upright with your feet shoulder width apart. Lightly hold onto a chair or wall for balance. Slowly rise up on your toes as high as you can, feeling your calf muscles contract. Hold the top position for a second or two. Then slowly lower your heels back down to the floor. Repeat 12 to 15 times. If your calves start to feel a little tired or shaky at first, that's actually a good sign. It means those forgotten muscles are finally waking up and getting stronger again. Now that we've activated the auxiliary pumps, it's time to train the main engine, your actual heart, to work smarter and more efficiently. Healing move number 2, chair squats. Building endurance for your main engine. How do you give your heart a workout without running a single mile? The answer lies in safely and intentionally challenging the largest muscle groups in your body. When these muscles activate, they demand a surge of blood and oxygen, which forces your heart, your main engine, to work smarter and more efficiently. Chair squats are the perfect endurance exercise for your heart. It's not just a leg workout, it's heart training. Every time you sit down and stand back up with control, you're performing a light but powerful cardio exercise that helps build heart resilience over time. This move targets the glutes and quads, the largest muscle groups in the body. When they engage, they send a message to your heart: we need more fuel. In response, the heart strengthens its contractions to deliver more blood. Over time, this improves your cardiac muscle, just like any other muscle when trained. A stronger heart can pump more blood per beat, meaning it doesn't have to beat as fast during activity. That leads to a lower resting heart rate and more stable blood pressure. Even better, working your biggest muscles improves insulin sensitivity, helping to regulate blood sugar, a critical factor in preventing heart attacks. To perform it correctly, sit on a sturdy chair with your feet flat on the floor, shoulder width apart. Cross your arms in front of your chest to avoid using your hands for support. Lean forward slightly, then push through your heels to stand up slowly and fully. Pause at the top, then lower yourself back down in a controlled motion. Don't plop down, keep it smooth. Start with 8 to 10 reps. This isn't a race, it's intentional strength building. And now it's time for the final move, the one that brings all these benefits together. A movement that can rejuvenate your entire cardiovascular system. Healing move number 1. Marching in place, the rhythm that reboots your heart. If you asked me as a cardiologist to choose just one single movement to do every day to prevent heart attacks, I wouldn't hesitate, this is it. Brisk marching in place might not look flashy, but it's the most complete, safe, and effective cardio exercise for older adults, and you can do it right in your living room. This isn't just a workout. Think of it as a healing rhythm. It brings your legs, arms, core muscles, heartbeat, and breathing into sync like a living symphony inside your body, helping everything work together in harmony. When you march in place at a brisk pace, you're gently raising your heart rate into the training zone. This is the sweet spot where your heart is safely challenged and gradually becomes stronger. It also boosts your body's ability to use oxygen, a metric known as VO. Max, one of the most accurate predictors of long-term health and lifespan. This simple motion improves blood flow from head to toe, feeding every cell and flushing out toxins. At the same time, it helps lower blood pressure, burns harmful fats from the bloodstream, and releases endorphins, natural mood boosters that fight stress. A silent threat to heart health. Here's how to do it. Stand tall and start marching in place, lifting your knees high and swinging your arms naturally. Find a rhythm where you're slightly out of breath but still able to hold a conversation. Start with 12 minutes rest, then repeat. Your goal is to build up to 15-20 minutes a day, broken into smaller sessions if needed. You can do it while watching TV or listening to your favorite song. Make it something fun, something energizing. Every step you take is a stronger heartbeat, a deeper breath, and one more confident stride away from the risk of heart attack. I want to take a moment to clarify a few critically important things, because understanding the risks is your very first line of defense. 1. Heart attacks in men and women are not the same. Many of us still picture a heart attack as intense chest pain that shoots down the left arm, like what we see in the movies. And to be fair, heart attack signs in men often do fit that classic image more closely. But here's what I need to emphasize: women's heart attack symptoms can be very different, and they're often missed or mistaken for something else. Instead of sharp chest pain, women may experience extreme, unexplained fatigue, shortness of breath, nausea, or discomfort in the back jaw or neck. Recognizing these subtle differences is absolutely crucial. It can mean the difference between life and death when it comes to getting the emergency care you need in time. 2. Is this a heart attack or a panic attack? This is one of the most common questions I get. Both conditions can cause shortness of breath and a racing heartbeat, and both can feel terrifying. But there are a few key differences. A heart attack is typically described as a sensation of pressure, heaviness, or squeezing in the chest. The pain may come after physical exertion, can last longer, and doesn't improve with rest. A panic attack, on the other hand, usually comes with a sudden wave of intense fear, can strike out of nowhere, and the chest pain is often described as sharp or stabbing rather than heavy. That said, if you're ever unsure, always call emergency services. It's better to be safe. Your life is worth that call. We've now gone through all 5 healing movements. These aren't just exercises, they're an action plan, an answer to the question, how can we prevent heart attacks at home? From opening the gateway of circulation at your ankles to activating the second heart in your calves, all the way to creating a rhythm that revitalizes your entire cardiovascular system. Each move plays a vital role. Your heart isn't asking for anything extraordinary. It's asking for your attention, your gentle daily care. Every move you make is a declaration to your body. You choose life. You choose health. You choose resilience. That's how you take control, not by leaving your health up to chance, but by showing up one small step at a time. Don't wait for a warning sign. Start today. Start with the movement that feels easiest to you, even if it's just 5 minutes of ankle rolls while watching the news. Add another move tomorrow. Strength doesn't show up overnight, it's built through small habits. And every good habit you form today is a brick in the wall that protects you from tomorrow's heart attack. This journey is yours, but you don't have to walk it alone. Drop a comment below and tell me, which healing move spoke to your heart today? Which one will you start with? Your story might be the encouragement someone else needs to begin theirs. Thank you for listening. Move wisely, live fully, and love your heart.